Hello, combat, and welcome back to another Marvel Start video. In this video, we are going to be talking about Galacta and Lunar Snow, the two new cards this week, and just doing a quick little review on them, showing you some decks. There is quite a lot of crossover between Galacta decks and Lunar. Honestly, the cards are both really good, but we'll start with Galacta. Honestly, Galacta Season Pass card, first things first, I always say the Season Pass is just worth it. The extra credits, gold, variants, whatever else you get in there, plus the season pass card is always just really good value to get. So I always say he's worth picking up anyways, because you know season pass cards are just good. So for it to rate her out of 5, I would probably give her a 4 right now, maybe even close to a 4.5, because she is flexible, which I always say is a very big thing for me. The card has to be flexible for me to rate it highly, because even if it's a card that's super strong that goes in one type of deck, it just doesn't interest me. And yes, it could be like really key card to that type of deck, but if it can only fit in one type of deck, is it really worth, like, I don't know, 6k tokens if it's only made for one type of deck, right? For example, would be like X23, right? Very good card in Destroy, but outside of it, you're not using it, right? So it's limited. But yeah, back to Galacta. Probably 4.5. Really good. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go down to +2 power, a little bit of a nerf, or her lose some power on her actual card. 4/6. Decent stats. Amazing effect. So yeah. So if you haven't got the season pass and you're considering it, I'd go for it. And then we'll talk about Lunar Snow. Lunar Snow is the spotlight card this week, 6k. Is she worth 6k? No, but she's better than First Believe. I probably would have put her at like a 3. No, I probably would have put like, yeah, probably a 3 coming into the week, because you know getting extra energy is good. You can build your deck around it. She's a decent started 3/5, and honestly, after this week of playing her, she is in a lot of decks. I've played her a lot this week. Like whenever I'm thinking about need a 3, I put her in right now. Maybe because she's the new card, or who knows. But honestly, I feel like her, so she's probably like a 3.5 now. I do think she's pretty good. If you don't have any other spot key cards in the spotlight cache, I would say go for her. I think it's X23 and Lady Deathstrike maybe this week. I can't remember. I'll have to double check that. But like, if you're missing those two cards, I'd go for it. I think it kind of depends on what you're missing and what's coming up in the week, right? But she's not a bad card. She's fitting in a lot of decks right now. The extra energy is real nice. You could build in some like clog stuff. You could build into some ramp stuff, anything like that. So I would say she's pretty good. She's not worth probably the 6k tokens. It's very hard for me to say what's worth 6k tokens in this in this climate out here. But yeah, if you're missing other cards, I would say possibly go for it. Like if you had another top tier card in her spotlight, I would say go for it. But because it's two like destroy niche cards, it's whether or not you want those cards or not. But if you want them, go for it, I think. And anyways, let's just get into the deck, shall we? We've rambled on enough about the cards. So first deck up is going to be a Galacta Lunar Snow deck. They've got them both in here. This is a deck I hit Infinite with. I shot through the 90s. Put a video out yesterday if you want to check that out on my channel. I went 15-1 with this deck. And yeah, just crushed it all the way through the 90s to Infinite. Going 15-1, like I said. Next up, we have... this is Surfer, right? Yeah, Surfer. I couldn't see the Surfer then. I was like, why is there a Surfer deck? No Surfer. There's a Surfer deck, but this is just Galacta. There is another one in here with Lunar Snow in it. Like I said, there is a bit of a crossover. Like Galacta with Brood is fantastic. She's good with Shaw. Gwenpool's in here as well. Good with Brood. Good with Shaw again. Hope to ramp up some stuff. Yeah, and like all these threes like getting buffed. I do prefer the Lunar Snow version, but that's just me. Next up, we have Galactus. So Galacta and Galactus, obviously, it's the go-to combo that most people probably tried when they got the card. I know I did. I know I've seen a lot of other people try it. There's different ways of doing it, but this just seems like a good way, right? With Symbiote Spider-Man, I'm not sure if he'll show up again in the list. I know there is another Spider-Man, but it might be the other one. But it seems to be a Spider-Man. It's just a weird card that I don't know. It needs a change. Like, it only really fits in like this type of deck, right? This on reveal stuff, which kind of sucks. I think if this card was an on reveal, it'd be so much better. But we're not talking about that. Yeah. So Galacta stuff. Galactus with Galacta makes it pretty good. Makes it 9. Obviously, if you got Symbiote, you can go up to 19. So yeah. Where were we? We here. Yeah. Next up, we have Move deck. I did a version of this, but I took Hope out and put Luna in. But this one seems to have better stats than I did. Had more games, so I wanted to show this one. But I do like the Move idea, especially with Galacta. Mine was more silky smooth. So if you want to check out a different version of it, that is also on my channel. Check that out. But yeah, like Captain Marvel, fantastic card with Galacta, right? Makes it an 8 cost card that moves around. Obviously, Jeff can be good. Professor X help you lock the lane down, Vision, stuff like that. So very good cards in here for Galacta. Next up, we have both again, Galacta and Luna in this deck. This is kind of just like a buff stuff, right? Yeah, you're aiming for like a big kitty with Forge, Agony, Elsa, I guess. You got Hope and Luna to get some extra energy. Frigga to copy it. Galacta Shuri to make it even bigger, right? And then Taskmaster. And obviously you can make the Sage big as well. It's an interesting list. I'd have to give it a go to really get a feel for it. Well, I've seen this posted like 3-4 times of people saying they hit Infinite with a version like this. It just feels a little one-dimensional for me, right? Because it is a kitty stuff. I just don't. I guess if you copy kitty with Frigga, it could be nice, but we'll see. I'll give that deck a go this week, possibly. So this is one of the decks that I'm looking forward to trying. This will probably be tomorrow's video, I think. A version of this anyway. I'm not sure if I got this exact one. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, high Evo with Luna, because you get an extra energy, right? You've got Red Guardian, so you can attack their thing. Obviously, you've got White Widow in here for another thing across them. Cyclops. Problem is, a deck like this is going to like the new card that comes out, I think. I can't remember what it is. The one from like the game mode that's coming this month, like the I have no idea what it's called. I can't remember. It's not Dyna, it's the other one, right? There's a card from there that afflicts people, so we'll see. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying that. Another Galactus deck. This is kind of more leaning into other stuff though. You got your Doom, you got your this is more of a ramp list, right? So you ramp up, you've got your Doom, you got your Odins, you got your Namora, Galactus, Symbiote, Eliath. Kind of throwing them both in here with Daredevil, so you can try for your early Galactus out. Interesting, but it's kind of similar to the other one. Like this one again, this is like the Sarah version of Surfer. Yes, you want to put the Luna Snow in here, show a different version of it. Your Luna on 3, Sarah on 4, and then you get to pop off, right? And then on 5, you get to play 3. Because you got 6 energy, you get to play 3 freeze, and then bam, bam, bam. Not going to talk much about that because I already talked about the other Sarah list. And next up, we have like a Sarah Onslaught. This is kind of another Surfer, but this is completely different. This is like the go big stuff, right? I don't know what the Snow Guard's doing in here. It's very interesting. I guess it gives you 3 drops, right? So you could get some extra energy. Sarah in Luna into Sarah into Onslaught gets a lot of energy. Wong stuff, yeah, it's interesting, but again, just different ways of playing Surfer, so let's skip over that. And the last deck is just kind of another buff thing. Yeah, this is all about the Scout Spider, so this is more my style. We looked at one before with Taskmaster, right, and Freya and stuff like that. Frigga, yeah, Freya, I don't know which one it is. So this is kind of just more, it's not aiming to have like just Kitty. You've got other stuff like Scout Spider getting a Galacta or a Gwen buff. It's fantastic, right? So yeah, there's enough rambling. Don't forget to like the video, and I'll catch you tomorrow.